G'day and welcome to another midweek episode of Grizzly and Bear Overland. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys exactly what's in my toolkit that we're carrying with us on our overland journey around the world. Before we get stuck into this week's video, I'm going to answer the question that you're most probably asking yourself if you're not an Australian. What the hell are you wearing on your head? This, if you can maybe see, is stopping all of these annoying and pesky flies from flying into my eyes and having me have to wave my hand for the entire video. Secondly, we need to throw a huge thank you to all of you who stuck with us. We know the videos were absent for a little while. We are back on track now. As you've probably realized, last week's Friday video came out. Steffi thoroughly enjoyed her time off, so we are super stoked to be back. We're going to be back to regular videos. I'll do my best to keep up the midweek videos. To all of our amazing patrons, thank you so very much. We really appreciate you being so supportive of Steffi having that little break from editing for a month. If you would like to check out our Patreon page, we would really appreciate the support because it is literally what keeps us on the road and these videos continuing. Alright, to the subject of the video. I'm just going to pull tools out of this tool bag, give a brief description on what it is if you're not familiar with the tool, why I carry it and what I might use it for. So the entire hand toolkit fits in this canvas sack here. First off, this is my Map Gas hand torch. Now you can get various types of these, I know. This one was in my toolkit when we arrived back from Australia from my plumbing days. So I used to use this one to weld copper. So as you can imagine, it pumps out some serious heat. Use this one for multiple different scenarios, whether it's to give a little bit of gentle persuasion to that overly tight or corroded nut and bolt, or if I'm feeling a little bit lazy when it comes time to start the barbecue, I may use this one as well. Secondly, the Makita rotary hammer drill. Now, why would I be carrying a hammer drill with me, you might ask? Well, that comes down to the rock climbing. So this small and quite compact rotary hammer drill is an 18 volt Makita and it's got some serious power. Now we got a rotary hammer drill because sometimes we will bolt rock climbing routes. And this one doubles as a normal drill. I've got a chuck for it as well and a set of drill bits. So yeah, that's why I'm carrying a rotary hammer drill. Straight off the top, I've got a pair of gloves. Typical basic set of work gloves, very, very important. I've learned my lesson over the years many times. Probably not learned it enough actually, but if you're doing any sort of work, any sort of hand tools, even collecting firewood, I was just using the gloves then. Very, very important bit of kit in the toolkit. I carry with me a multimeter. Now, if you're not sure on how to use these things, jump on YouTube. I'm learning all the time. I'm not 100% with it yet, but just to check voltage and amps, this thing is essential, I think, and I use it regularly. The Wood Boy, another piece of kit that we picked up in Japan. Very, very nice piece of equipment for chopping up small pieces of wood, bit of timber, vice versa. You can also cut PVC with this one. Drill bits. So I've got a drill bit kit from 1mm through to 10mm to go with my cordless drill. Very essential bit of kit. Again, this one's got the soft side and the hard side. Both come in very, very handy. The soft side, surprisingly, we use it a lot more than you would think. A little assortment of various electrical connections. Duct tape. Now I've got the black, stronger duct tape there and just a simple roll of masking tape as well. Always comes in handy. A pair of adjustable multi-grips. Very, very handy piece of equipment. Always carry with me a couple of pieces of, or lengths I should say, of electrical wire. So I've just got the sort of thicker stuff here, a little bit of thin stuff. You never know when you might need that. Now I've got the large flathead screwdriver. Now this thing, other than being used as a screwdriver, can also be used as a chisel in an emergency situation and as a lever, a tire lever specifically. When the little hammer that I showed you guys before is not quite giving us enough oomph, then out comes this one. Now in Western Australia, we call this a gimpy hammer. I know it's got different names, can be called a mash hammer maybe in other places of the world. But yeah, some form of heavy duty hammer that's nice and compact because absolutely you will need this at some stage. A Stanley knife or a box cutter. Now I have two adjustable shifters. I've got the nice little short handled one here. They're both Bahco adjustable shifters that I've had for probably 20 years, so super good quality. Always handy to have the short handled one I've found, just in case you can't get the bigger one into a tight space. A very small little ratchet tool that was a gift from the guys at King Tony in Taiwan. Thank you very much, guys. Now this thing is super handy. It's a little ratchet. I've got multiple heads that they supplied with it. So you've got your Phillips, your flathead, your Torx heads, and Allen key heads that will go into this one. Again, very handy for all those small maintenance jobs in the camper. As you can see, it's very small, very compact, gets into those extremely tight places. A pair of side cutters or snips, again, very, very handy, whether you need to cut some electrical wires or even rubber or plastic. We use these things all the time. A small set of pliers or side cutters. Now I'll use these for obvious reasons, you know, cutting wire, stripping wire, and these ones are really, really cool actually. They've got some teeth at the front there. So if you've got a rounded off screw, then they'll actually undo that screw if you can't get your a screwdriver into it. Very nice bit of kit, and I think pretty important to carry these with you. This one. So this is actually my tire lever for changing the tires. This one extends out. Serves sort of two purposes. Other than using it to loosen the wheel nuts or tighten the wheel nuts, it's a 1/2-inch drive head on it, so we can use this on any other sort of maintenance on the car. I can remove the head, and I do have other size sockets that will fit on this one if we're just needing that little bit of extra leverage to get something loose that's a little bit stubborn. Spare battery for the cordless drill. This ratchet screwdriver. Now, according to our mate Koen from Land Cruising Adventure, g'day Koen, this screwdriver is the best screwdriver in the world, and we actually sent one to Koen in Holland from Japan. Obviously it's made in Japan, and it's called an Annex. A very, very nice ratchet screwdriver, and you can pull the end out here, you flip it around, you got Phillips head one end and a flathead the other, and it will also take any other attachments that are of the same sort of hex head size. Pretty cool piece of kit. Thank you for the recommendation, Mr. Koen. The chuck and the chuck key for the cordless drill that I showed you guys before. So yeah, we can use that as a hammer drill for bolting new rock climbing routes. We can also use it as a drill. And this thing, like I showed earlier, the drill is very, very compact. It's only short. I was using it just the other day to drill some holes inside our cupboard space inside the camper. So yeah, this is the when the cordless drill runs out of battery, which does happen occasionally, or I forget to charge it, and we've got to take the camper off, we have to do it the manual way using the hand lever here. So that's all this one is. We always carry this, very important to operate the jacking legs on the camper. The big boy. Touch wood. We haven't had to use this one yet, but this is the 52mm, again, 1/2-inch drive socket for the wheel bearings to loosen the wheel hub on our Defender. So I can then use this one. I'm sure it's not going to be as easy as that, but yeah, if we ever need this lever and this one to take off the wheel hub nuts. This one. Now you guys may remember from the videos, maybe from Instagram. I'm going to hold it up nice and close there because it's just so beautiful. Sorry if it's a bit blurry. This was a gift from our very good friend Gak in Japan. Thank you, Gak. It's even got Grizzly and Bear engraved on this Japanese mahogany wood handle. It's gorgeous. And this one has a little 3/8 drive on it. Very, very handy. And the sockets and the pieces that we bought with it, again, we went to the tool store with Gak. Using Gak's expert knowledge on Defenders, we narrowed down the socket sizes that we need for all the sizes that we may come across on the Defender. Instead of having the full socket kit, we've just got pretty much all the sockets we need. Anything else that we find, we can use an adjustable shifter. Now we do have one 17mm ratchet ring spanner. Reason for that is because 17mm, we use this size all the time. It's all over the Defender, and most importantly, it's for the nuts and bolts for attaching our jacking legs to the camper, to remove it, and then to install it again to loosen them off. So yeah, it's the only sort of individual ring spanner that we carry, but yeah, handy bit of kit. Now I always carry with me one small to medium sized cold chisel. Now these ones will come in useful more than you can imagine. I would say I used it most commonly to take the head off any small nuts or screws that are maybe rounded off or too corroded that I can't break them with my shifter. You'll be surprised. Combine this one with this one and I'll easily get through a nut up to maybe 8 millimeters. It may take a couple of hits. Wear your safety glasses if you're ever trying something like that. But yeah, a handy bit of kit. Another gift from King Tony. Thanks again, guys. A set of Allen keys. We've got this long-handled screwdriver type thingy. We got this. GAC recommended this one, and it does come in very, very handy. It's got a 3/8 head on it, so we can put the same sockets on there that we can utilize with the ratchet. Comes in handy if you can't get the ratchet in there, or it's a nice deep space. We've also got an extension for that. Comes in very, very handy. A tape measure. Another bit of important kit that we use all the time. I carry a set of plastic cable ties, and I also carry a set of stainless steel cable ties, which I think is quite an important and very useful addition to the toolkit. Now just a few last minute odds and ends that were floating around in the bottom of the bag there. We've got, I've actually got more than what I'm showing you guys at the moment, but I've got one box with just various nuts, bolts, and screws in it. So that's always super handy for any sort of on-the-job remote repairs that you might have. A roll of thread tape. I actually usually carry 2 rolls of thread tape. Again, very, very important. A couple of various size hose clamps, or Jubilee clips they're called in some places, all the way up to about 1 inch, and I've even got some bigger ones for the diesel heater. Again, can be coming in quite handy, and not always for fixing loose hoses. Alright guys, well I think that just about wraps up that video. I had a lot of fun pulling all the tools out and sharing that with you guys. So again, as always with these Tuesday videos and all our videos, any advice, recommendations, criticisms, of course, I'll accept them willingly on what tools I'm carrying. Maybe you'll give me some ideas on what we should have, what you reckon what we're missing from the kit. Bearing in mind that we try to keep our toolkit as compact and lightweight as possible. Thanks heaps for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, share if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.